Good evening. So, NFTs, is the keyboard the new paintbrush? I am Karen Jones and I've worked in the media all my life, 10 years at News Corporation in advertising and management roles. I've also studied fintech at Oxford University, Said Business School, and Stanford University in executive management. I've worked in New York in the tech business, and I have a huge passion for art history. And I've studied that for more than a decade at the Courtauld Institute of Art. So you may say, well, why is that relevant to you? I think the media are always on the cusp of new developments, so they're always there waiting to just see what's the next thing. Also, I think events in history change art. Oh, that was my first one. So if you think of China and Chairman Mao in the 1950s, he burned all of the art and all of the antiques in the whole country, as they did not fit his communist vision. The reaction to this, when he died, was that artists were political pop artists or activist artists. So it changed how artists behaved. I think COVID was also an interesting event and very similar to the Chinese event. It enabled a rise of NFTs and crypto and the time to understand it that maybe had not been seen before in history. It was almost like a digital version of baking banana bread. So NFTs are digital files which are converted into tokens and stored on the blockchain. It's a unique file which identifies the owner. So this is a look at one of my NFT art galleries. I have many of them. But I think don't get too worried about the technology. Social media and NFT platforms and credit cards are integrating. And I think although at the moment we see it looks very complicated and difficult, I think in future it'll be as easy as clicking a like on one of your social media pages. Another analogy I would give is think of your car. Do you need to know the engine, how it works, how the pistons go up and down? No. You just put your key in or you press a button and off you go. And this is how NFTs are going to be in the future. Although there are earlier NFTs than the CryptoKitty, which you see on the stage, the really big moment was CryptoKitties in 2017. And this was to demonstrate the use case of the Ethereum blockchain. You could buy them, sell them, and you could breed them. So it was fun. It was good. It took years, really, and actually it was over COVID, so this is the connection. In 2021, we saw the launch of the Bored Ape Yacht Club, which I'm sure a lot of you will have seen. We also saw Beeple come into our environment. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. And what he did was sell a piece of art for $69 million at Christie's. Who could believe this? NFTs came into the real world. So people think, well, surely I will just create an NFT and I'll be rich. No. From 2007, he created an NFT every day. This is the story of an artist. Even on his wedding day, he went, created an NFT, and then he went to the church. He was very committed to it. As you see, he did 5,000 days, and this was collated into this one NFT, which sold for 69 million. This is Beeple. He is not a serious character. He is very funny, and his art is political, really, generally. So, with his $69 million, he has now decided to build a real-world art gallery, a physical art gallery, and he's going to display his NFTs probably on TVs. But despite all this success, people do not like NFTs. I'm often told they're a scam, and surely you just take a screenshot, and what is the difference? Well, I say Okay, fine. You can go to the Louvre, you can go in front of the Mona Lisa, you can take a picture, but do you own it? No. Can you go to Christie's and can you sell it? No. So you will not make $20 million. So there you go. The art is also criticised, but I think really in the real world you can say, is all art good? No. If you are painting in your garden, you're painting a picture of your dog, are you Monet? No, you are not. So I think both worlds have similarities. So if you think of innovation in art history, this is our picture now. I like the fact he has a cigarette in his mouth, that's quite funny. This is Jackson Pollock with his drip paintings. Now he had never, this was a new thing, it took him 15 years to find his way in art. But he did not use an easel. He threw his canvas on the floor and he threw paint on it. This was never seen in art before. If you think of the Impressionists, like Monet, people did not like this new style of blurry painting. They said, no, this is vulgar, this is slapdash. But now, if you look at it, it sells for tens of millions of dollars across the world. I think artists have to suffer for their art. It is almost like a religious calling. Oh, this is Monet. Look at Vincent van Gogh. He had to cut off his ear. NFTs have moved on, and they're now also in retail, they're in beauty, and they're in fashion. If you look at this, this is a Block Bar, and they're doing experiences with NFTs. So it's a bottle of alcohol mixed with an NFT and an experience. If you look at beauty, we have a beauty company who's joined with a collaboration with an NFT artist. And for every pot of cream, you will get a free NFT. If you look at fashion, we now have digital twins, and the digital twins recently sold 9 outfits for $5 million. You also have the law, and they have done an NFT to sue somebody on the blockchain and sent it to a crypto wallet. This one might resonate with you, and a school has created digital records of photos and your certificates, so you can now access it on an NFT. So I think really NFTs fall into 3 categories, or the people involved in it. There's collectors, traders, people buying and selling, and there's creators who are the artists. But what you need to know is that all of the platforms are not the same. So royalties are available on some and not others. So if you're a trader, you probably want the platforms with no royalties because you want to maximize your profits. If you're an artist, you probably want the platforms with royalties so that you can make some money. But a warning to corporate users. The top selling NFTs, as you see here, are from the crypto industry. So if you want to get involved, I think you do need to do some research and you do need to understand what you're doing. Another warning is that crypto and NFT prices, they're inextricably linked. So if crypto crashes like now, you will lose your value of your NFTs. Not all the collections, but some of them you will. So I say crypto operates in dog years. 7 years in crypto and NFTs is like 1 year in the real world. And what that is saying is it moves in a very fast way and there's new developments. So now we have real world artists coming in. We had Damien Hirst. He sold 10,000 prints with NFTs and he said, pick one. If you pick the NFT, he literally went live on social media and he burnt your print in front of the whole wide world. So artists, this is a moment in history where innovation has come into art. So, to finish, is it all art? No. Is all the art good? No. But have artists found a new outlet? Yes. I truly believe that NFTs are art history in the making and that the keyboard has become the new paintbrush. Thank you.